so close to holding a trophy, but it just wasn't meant to be. But now what? Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Borman. And if you are coming through, then please do let me know. Listen, quick question. Did you go through an emotional turmoil through that penalty shootout last night like me? Let me know in the comments how that felt for you. Oh my God, I was squeezing the life out of my boy, but gutted to have lost. 50-50 chance. Unlucky to the boys that missed. It happens. It happens. But now what? Now what? What do we do now? And I mean that in terms of like, whenever we end up hitting some form of failure or something doesn't go our way, what do? I'm a big believer in mental resilience. Huge fan of building and sustaining mental resilience. And I think we build mental resilience through experiences that we go through. There's wins, there's losses, there's experiences, there's negativity, there's positivity. Dibby, Jesse here. And I think what we have to do, come here. And I think what we want to try and do is, as we go along, is build that mental resilience. And I think that as we go along, the way that we have to look at this is that if we stall because we doubt ourselves, if we stall because we're low on confidence, if we stall because something didn't go away, or we lost somehow or some way, then we never really build that mental resilience. We kind of stay the same. And I think, I think what we have to do is be able to use an experience to our benefit. So if something doesn't go our way, then we have to use the fire from that thing not going our way to be able to grow. So if I was in that camp there, I would be looking at those three boys that missed and said, this is just going to define you. This is just going to create you. I mean, look at your boss. He missed a penalty in 96. Now he's managing the team and everyone's loving him. And I think sometimes we allow failure to stop our progression because of the mindset that we slip into. Wasn't quite good enough, or I didn't get the promotion, or I didn't hit my time that I wanted to do on my run, even though I did a great run. And we become blinded to all that, right? But the now what effect is, okay, this has happened, let's get up and at 'em. Let's go again. Got to deal with the pain, got to deal with the emotions. All of those things subside in the end, right? They all disappear. But what has to come back is the mental resilience, is character building. And what creates our character is how we bounce back. Now the team are going to be in an unbelievable position to go into the World Cup. Talk about momentum. The boys are going to have a season, then we're going to go into the World Cup. Those three boys should be looking at who missed the penalties, not dwelling, not thinking that they're failures, but thinking, do you know what? I'm gonna make next season my best season. I'm gonna make sure that I'm number one pick. I'm gonna practice penalties all year round, and if that situation comes around again, I'm gonna absolutely nail it. And that's the same with us in life and the situations that we go through. You don't get the promotion, you know what? You're gonna show up and you're gonna do the work and you're gonna show the people what they're missing. You know, if you miss a few gym sessions or you don't hit the run that you want, great. We go again, we train again, but we always go again. It's always up and at 'em. And that's the mentality that we don't have just for one period of time. It's not just one small period where we suddenly go, right, you know, I'm just going to do it for here. It's until we die. If we don't have that attitude, that mentality, we will just stall, feel sorry for ourselves and fall on our backsides. And I think we always have to look at everything, look at the progression, look at the semi-finals of the last World Cup. Now we're in the finals. What's the next step? It's to win. So optimism, mental resilience, and I want you to look at that in your own life. You know, I felt for those kids last night missing the penalties. It's tough. feel like a letdown, all of that stuff. But you know, how many people expected England to be in the final and be 1-1 after 120 minutes and take England all the way to the very last kick of the game? I don't think anyone expected that from England. So to achieve more than we expected was a huge win. And again, managing our own expectations is absolutely key to our progression, our building our mental resilience, and building a character, and building optimism and confidence in the system, that is ourselves. And I wanted to talk about this because it's relatable to the game last night. It's relatable to how we feel in the morning. Yeah, we're all disappointed, but equally, we should all be excited because we've got a World Cup and we're going to be one of the favourites. People are going to fear us. We didn't even have our best players on. I think we got one of the best keepers. Incredible performance last night. Look at positives always going on in your life. What are the positives? What are the positives of things that didn't work out? What are the positives of these failures? Draw out them. Don't dwell on the negativity. The negativity just puts you into the victim mentality, and then you say the same, right? Mental. Listen, if you want to come and join me, towards the end of the month, I'll put the link in the bio. I'm doing a webinar, my first webinar. I think I've done it in about 3 years. I want to do more of these, but I'm going to do one on how to create your mission. It's going to be super exciting. It's free. I'd love to have you there. The link is in the bio somewhere. Go and check it out. Don't feel too bad about the football. Let's get excited about next year, but also remember, we take the lessons that we've learnt from it, the mental resilience, the moving forwards, the optimism, the character building in everything that we do, you know, in the reality of the day-to-day life, and keep pushing forwards and keep asking yourself, now what? Now what? Now what? How do I keep going? What's next from here? All right, I hope you have a great day. Have a great week. Dominate the week, and I'll see you soon.